For those that are looking for me to expand on this weekend, not gonna.
Dr. Disrespect a couple of days ago had some huge allegations come out against him, which I already covered in my last video. So if you don't know what's gone on, go watch that video, then immediately come back to this one to get a rundown on what's happening. But to sum it up, Dr. Disrespect 4 years ago, at the height of his popularity, got permanently banned from Twitch, and still to this day, nobody knows why it happened. However, the other day, it was alleged that the reason he got banned was due to him using the Whisper system on Twitch to talk to a 14-year-old and tried to meet up with them at TwitchCon. Although Dr. Disrespect has responded to the situation on Twitter very vaguely, saying that the court case found no wrongdoings, although he hasn't actually just come out and said that he didn't do what he was alleged to have done. So people are starting to lose trust in this guy. Now today, Dr. Disrespect returned to streaming for the first time since all of this allegation stuff went public. However, this return is pretty short-lived, and he's pretty much decided after this 3-hour stream to take a break, and for good reason, to be honest with you. So to start this off, Drama Alert tweeted this out earlier today. Dr. Disrespect's gaming studio, Midnight Society, claims to have terminated the relationship with Doc. We assume he's innocent and began speaking with parties involved and blah 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 blah, but this is the full tweet that pretty much Midnight whatever decided to put out. On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beham, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed he's innocent and began speaking with parties involved, and in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio as individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our community of players. So it looks like Dr. Disrespect, even though nothing has officially been said in the public eye, may have said something to Midnight Society, or Midnight Society may have actually found something out that we don't know. But whether he actually did this or not, right, some of his sponsors are already leaving him. So again, either his sponsors know what he's done, whether he has actually done this or not, or they're just giving it to social pressure. They don't actually know whether he's done this, and due to all the allegations have dropped him. Which, if the latter is true, would actually be pretty disappointing, because I think as companies that sponsor creators, I think they have a duty of care to realize that allegations are going to come out to pretty much every creator at some point. Pyrocynical's had allegations against him, bro, everyone's had allegations come against them at some point that have either been disproven or proven to be true. And unless Midnight Society have some inside info, they don't know whether Dr. Disrespect has actually done this yet. But anyway, before this news went public that some of his sponsors had dropped him, like I mentioned, Dr. Disrespect went on stream just to play some games and wasn't really planning on addressing anything further than he did the other day on Twitter, which I covered in my last video. But obviously the entire chat during this stream only had one thing on their mind. They just wanted to know what was going on. They wanted to see him respond and just actually address the situation, because he has kind of addressed it, but not really addressed it. So eventually, like I leaked in the intro, this clip ended up happening.
For those that are looking for me to expand on this weekend, not gonna. I already said what I needed to say. I don't give a fuck about this guy. That's it. So I do appreciate the donations. I do appreciate the messages. But I like to put it in fifth gear right off the rip.
Okay, so obviously he thinks he's already cleared the air, but I mean, he seriously just hasn't. I'm still completely unsure whether this guy's guilty or not. I don't know the guy. I don't know his friends. I don't know his life. And I think that we should all feel the same way in the fact that we don't know who this guy is, right? We don't know the situation. We don't know whether this guy actually did this. Like, bro, I feel like a lot of people don't even know what he looks like. He's posted a face reveal, but I feel like a lot of people don't even know what he looks like. I think we should all let things be confirmed by a judge in court, or by Dr. Disrespect himself, or by an actual credible source before we sit here saying, he's guilty and he's not guilty. Like, you see Drama Alert's Twitter doing polls being like, is Dr. Disrespect innocent or guilty? It's like, we don't know yet. No one knows. The only people that know are maybe Midnight Society and Dr. Disrespect himself. So we can't sit here just alleging whether things are actually true or not. I'm gonna sit here and cover the facts and cover the Twitter, all the Twitter threads, and cover what people have been saying, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that Dr. Disrespect has done something something or he hasn't, because I just don't know. But I think the biggest thing that people can't understand, and this is the same for me, is why he won't just flat out deny that he did or what he didn't do was being alleged. It would put so many of these allegations to bed if Dr. Disrespect would just come out and say, I did not do this, I didn't do it, I don't know why everyone's saying I did it. This has been cleared up years ago, I didn't do it, so, you know, just stop talking about it. It would put so many of these allegations to bed, but he just won't do it. Whether he's not allowed to do it legally, I'm not sure, or whether he's contracted to certain things, I mean, we just don't know. But the fact that he's not doing it is really not helping his case. Now, there's this really eerie clip from the end of this guy's stream that he did today, and straight after this clip, he talks about how he was gonna have a break, and then he just ends the stream immediately. It seems really similar to the clip that was made about 4 years ago, before Dr. Disrespect got banned permanently from Twitch, you know, the famous one where he looks at his phone and, you know, his mood immediately changes. I feel like this clip that I'm about to show you is kind of the same thing. He looks down and then looks back up and his mood immediately changes.
You know how we run things here.
Now look, a lot of people are speculating that he received some sort of message, again similar to the one he got 4 years ago. Maybe someone told him that he actually got caught this time, I really don't know, we're just speculating. Or maybe we're just reading into the clip too much. Maybe he was just looking down at his phone for no reason, maybe he was looking at nothing, you know, we don't know. Either way, this whole situation is just really odd, and it's so weird that even 4 years later to this day, we still don't know the original reason he got banned from Twitch. There's been so many other influencers come out saying like, oh, you know, like people think that they know what's going on. I think Nadia is a good example. Nadia tweeted out earlier saying like, why are we defending a pedophile? And it's just like, well, Nadia, you don't know what's happening. So yeah, anyway, that's the whole situation so far. Any more news or stories that comes out, if anything gets confirmed, I'll probably make a video on it and, you know, explain what's going on. But yeah, that's all that we've got so far. So click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.